Cash offer versus a traditional sale. Which one should I choose? Hey guys, this is Tim with the Tim Stout Group, True North Real Estate Advisors. And guys, it's 2022, we're getting a lot of cash offers. We got iBuyers, we have investors, we have hedge funds. They're all coming in with cash and they're buying properties. So when you're selling your property, which one should you choose and why? Stick around for the entire video as we dissect this question and goes over the pros and cons of both. Cash offers sound amazing, but what are you actually losing out on if you accept a cash offer? Let's discuss the pros. A cash offer, they're fast. The reason they're fast is there's less contingencies, and a lot of times the appraisals are waived, which means they're not going to happen. The inspections are waived, which means it's not going to happen. So what that does, it's not always the case, but most of the time they are. That's what makes a cash offer appealing. Cash offer means speed. With cash offers, usually means no appraisal because they waive the appraisal contingency. And what that means is when you get an appraisal is the bank hires someone to come in to evaluate the property to ensure that the buyer is not overpaying for the property. Therefore, the buyer could be overpaying for the property and we don't know. So what we're doing, we're avoiding future speed bumps when we avoid the appraisal. Because when the appraisal comes in and it's low or the appraisal has some kind of issue that needs to be cleared up, that's a speed bump in the way to the closing table. So when we're doing that, they're not getting financing. Financing, 40% of every issue that happens going to closing is around financing some way. And let's be honest, if I was loaning you a couple $100,000, I would ask a lot of questions too. So when we remove the financing contingency, the buyer is not having to go through all the questions, all the scrutiny, and all the underwriting to make sure they can afford it, to make sure the property's at a value. So we get to skip a whole lot of the mess that slows down the transaction. So going over a cash offer, the one con that we can talk about is usually you are paying for convenience. So with the money that you would normally make, you're going to chop a little bit of that off and pay for convenience. Because if someone's coming in with cash, very convenient, very good, less contingencies, less issues, less problems, but you've got to pay for it. So most of the time, the buyer's going to get a little bit of a discount because they're coming in with cash. Convenience comes in handy in a lot of different situations. Like we just went through a pandemic. So it was really good to have convenience because nobody wanted 100 people or 10 people or even 2 people to walk through their house. So cash was super convenient during the pandemic. Divorce situation. I don't want a lot of people to know my business. I don't want a lot of people coming through my house. I want to make it quick and I want to get it done. Somebody passes away. You're tired of dealing with it. You want to get this over with. A cash offer is very convenient. When you have no emotional ties to the property, it makes it a little easier. But when you are emotionally tied to the property and getting top dollar is what you're focused on, then you need to go with a traditional sale. When you go to market, you're usually going to get more money if it's marketed right, if it's negotiated correctly. But the problem is you're going to have all the hassles that we talked about. You're going to have inspections, you're going to have showings, you're going to have open houses, you're going to have multiple offers hopefully, and you're going to have to negotiate all these different sections. If you hire a good real estate team, a lot of that gets really easy and it alleviates a lot of the weight that's on you and onto the agent to take care of that for you. So basically there's no right or wrong answer. It's whatever works for you and your family. For each seller is different. Each seller has a different scenario. So when you weigh your options, are you looking for fast and convenient? Or are you looking for the most money possible, no matter what you've got to go through? I would still say probably 90% of everything that we sell in this area is still a traditional sale. We still have the hedge funds, investors, people moving from California and New York coming in with cash and buying properties. So every day I'm having a conversation with one of my sellers about which one to take. It does not always come down to the highest price because of all of the issues that we talked about. When a financed offer comes in, then we got to worry about everything that we discussed. So I have to make my seller aware of that. But sometimes the cash offer that comes in is the best offer. So we've got to weigh each one on an individual basis and find out what's right for you. Guys, I get questions every day about real estate in my area, real estate in your area, and I love to help. Leave a comment, I'd be happy to help. Subscribe, follow, or even email me at tim@timstoutteam.com. I'd be happy to help you with anything you have. Remember, who you work with matters, and have a great day.